Hello everyone, in this video we are going to be removing the distributor from this 1991 Honda CRX. This is the Si model, but the process should be the same for all models of Honda Civics and CRXs from this era. The first thing you want to do before you remove this is, if you know this is in time, you're going to take a little Sharpie and make this notch right here, because if you don't do that and you take this thing out and then when you put it back in, you're not going to know the exact tilt that this thing should have, because when you loosen the 3 mounting screws on this distributor, you will be able to move this backwards and forwards, and that is how you adjust the ignition timing on this thing. So if you don't do that, you're not going to have the timing correct, and if you're in the great state of California, that will be an automatic failure for smog. So you got to make sure that you've got that set, and if you don't do this and you forget, it's all good, because it's going to be good practice to basically check the ignition timing afterwards anyways, just so that you're extra sure that we've got timing set to exactly what the spec should be from the factory. So the only 2 leads you have going into this distributor are going to be these 2, and then there are 3 mounting screws, 1, 2, and the third one is right there. It's kind of hard to get to. But yeah, so once you disconnect these 2 wires, you can just pull this thing out, and we'll cut to that point when we get to it. Alright, if you're like me and you struggle to get these plastic tabs off, the trick that I just did is there's a tiny little Phillips that is mounting a metal bracket here that holds these 2 connectors in place. And so what I did is I took out that screw using a Phillips that's magnetic, because you really don't want to lose that little thing down there. And then that let me get this away from the distributor. And now there are these 2 connectors. When you look at that, you're going to think, oh, I pressed down on that tab, right, to release the connector. The answer is no. Actually, you need to use a little metal pick, and then you pry up on the plastic thing right there. Sorry, it's not focusing. Pry up on that, and then that is able to release the clip that gets the connector removed. So I'm going to try to see if I can show you guys. Now it slides out. So when you lift up on what my thumb is pulling up on, that lets you slip it out to actually disconnect this from the wiring harness. So that's how you get that connector removed. Now I'm going to be trying to remove this guy, and in theory, all I need to do is depress that little tab to get this thing free from the middle bracket, but it's not happening for me, so gonna carry on and try to remove the bracket from another thing. So I'm just gonna keep at it, let you guys know what I find there. Alright, so I finally got the other one undone. The trick to this one is inside of the connector to the distributor. I'm trying to show it. There's that little white plastic tab thing that it's just above my thumb. So what you need to do with this is use a little hook and pull up on that white tab again. And then once you do that, there's these little ear things. So you can see one of them's right there on my thumb, the other one's on the other side right there. Once you do that, I used a flathead screwdriver, and I came in and then I wedged it like that to pull those 2 things apart. So while you're lifting up on the little white hat thing, sorry, it's hard for you guys to see in here, but that little white hat thing that's right underneath my thumb, pull up on that, and then gently use a flathead to wedge these things free from the other housing. And then once you've done that, that's how we successfully disconnect these 2 from our distributor. So that's the part that I think a lot of people on YouTube usually gloss over. They're just like, oh yeah, disconnect these 2 things, it's real simple, and then they pull out the 3 screws and they're like, that's it. But yeah, that's how you get it out, the 2 cables. And now we will continue with actually removing the 3 bolts, which is the easy part. Yep. Now, I'm just going to pull it that way. Just like so. set this guy right there. Alrighty, and this is how it looks. The distributor has been removed. I'm probably going to clean up that surface, but the reason I'm doing this is because I needed to get access to the reverse wires in there, so now I can actually solder in the reverse wires to get the reverse lights on this car working again. So that is how we remove a distributor on this CRX.